Hello! This is just a quick video where I want to share an experience of mine and hopefully prevent some headache for other people who own and use a Bigscreen Beyond headset. So I have a Bigscreen Beyond 1, I also have a Bigscreen Beyond 2i, and with both headsets I experienced an issue that probably maybe was my own fault, that's why I want to share it, how to not have that. You see the head straps of these headsets are attached with these little knobs here, and I had the experience now twice that instead of having this one piece that is like this, it broke into two pieces. It's supposed to be together like this, but well, it broke apart. Now I might have done two things that were pretty bad that caused this. First of all, I used the audio head strap, and when I had it attached and it was moving like this, it was squeaking a little bit and that was annoying me. So I put some WD-40 on it, and I learned that WD-40 is aggressive, and I was thinking that maybe this caused it to become weaker and break apart. And the other thing is that I put the headset while connected to the head strap on top of my PC, which may get hot, and maybe that's a good idea to not have this thing positioned somewhere where it's getting hot, because, well, maybe heat also helps with the plastic getting weaker and breaking. So my two recommendations for Bigscreen Beyond owners: don't use WD-40 on your head strap ever, and maybe don't put it above your PC where it gets hot. Luckily, this headset is built with repairability in mind, and it's actually very easy to repair. You can 3D print the plastic part and it works perfectly. And you can also ask support and they can send you a piece, which is kind of expensive for this little plastic piece, so I can recommend you printing it yourself if you can. But if you can't print it yourself, you can also ask support. So I had a pretty nice chat with one of their support members, and then they sent me a link to, first of all, this teardown video
today
that can help you dismantle the headset, because everything is repairable with screws, and that's very nice. And also to this, they have the official CAD data. This is the piece that I had to 3D print. You can download that and 3D print it yourself. Unfortunately, well, you get it in this form, and that was a bit annoying. I think you can probably do it better when you use the step file. I don't know how to handle those. I'm not a 3D printing expert, but I made my own version where from this thing I isolated the piece I needed. Yeah, I could export this into STL and then 3D print it myself. I will also put the links to all of these in the description. Now I kind of just want to show you how to replace that part, because it's not fully shown in the video. Maybe it helps somebody else. All you need is a Torx screwdriver. I have like this set with a bunch of very small bits. I can put the link to that in the description as well if you don't have that. Very useful for repairing any kind of VR hardware. They always use very tiny screws. So yeah. So first of all, you will want to remove the face interface. And then there's just 8 screws that you need to unscrew with your screwdriver. Okay, once all of these 8 screws are unscrewed, you can just simply take off this plastic part. And the cool thing is, the plastic part that we need to replace is also inserted with a screw. I don't know if you can see that. Right here, this is the screw that we need to unscrew. And with this screwdriver, it is fairly easy to just get in there and unscrew it. And then you get a screw and the broken part. Now the more tricky part is getting the thing back in. This is the 3D printed part that you can simply slot in here. This is kind of nice. Here there's a hole. You just slot it in, and that should work. But now you need to screw it in again. I am not an expert at 3D printing, so I'm always praying that the measurements are okay and that the screw actually fits and this and that. Right now I'm struggling to get it further in. Maybe a bit more. And now it seems tight. And now I'm already ready to put this plastic part back on and screw everything back together. Maybe before doing that, let's do a quick test. If my head strap actually fits in. With the previous Beyond I had the issue, or like with my 3D print, I had the issue that I couldn't, yeah, same thing here. It's a little bit too wide. That's the thing with my 3D printing skills. So in order to make it fit, you can kind of just rasp off something. Yeah, I only have this really big one. And yeah, you need to be careful to not break anything else. But hey, it worked in the end. Okay, in this case, I was just stupid because I still had this broken off part inside the head strap. You sometimes, like, if it is attached and then it breaks off, which is what happened to me, the small part is still inside here that I first need to get out. Here we go. And now we can properly check if it attaches with the new 3D printed part. And it does. Great. So now we can just put this plastic part back in and screw it on again, and everything should be working as normal again. I do prefer to print the things a little bit bigger and rasp it off so that, you know, you have a bit more fine control afterwards. Because if you have it too small, like if the 3D print is too loose, then the head strap also won't fit and it will like easily fall off. So you kind of need to be precise. I think I didn't mention it earlier, but Bigscreen offered to send me some of these plastic parts for $29 or something. If you don't have a 3D printer, I guess it's better than buying a new headset or something. I do not recommend hot gluing it. I did try that as well and it did not go well, only afterwards. I asked support if they could help me. I mean, the hot glue didn't break anything, it's just it didn't hold. It wasn't strong enough to hold the headset on my face. You can go back on. I can put the head strap back on both sides now. And it's good to go again. Yeah, I don't know. I hope this can maybe help at least one person out there. I know when I noticed, oh, my head strap is not attached to my Beyond headset anymore, I was like, what? I paid over $1,000 for this, and now I can't, like, you can't use it without a head strap, no? So I feel like this is a quite crucial part. Maybe it could have been designed a little bit better so that it's less fragile. Maybe I just treated it wrong, so that's why it broke. If somebody else has that issue and maybe you could repair it thanks to this video, let me know in the comments. Maybe this is also just a small reminder that it's a very repairable headset and it's very great that it's repairable. Like, I'm really thankful for Bigscreen to screw everything together. There's no glue or anything. There's just plastic parts and metal parts and you can screw it and repair it, and that's really good. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye.